All right, the time has come. It is the Knucklebones deck. Now, in this deck, we're playing Knucklebones in the market. And that's it. That's all there is to see here. Goodbye. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But really, though, that's kind of what we're doing. We've got... I made this deck because I wanted to play Knucklebones. And so I put Knucklebones in the market, added some brokers, and played some etchings, and we were good to go. I ended up crafting a premium Knucklebones. You'll see that in the gameplay. It's pretty funny. It's just, you get so much fun cards from this. It's just a really fun card to play with and a good time. The shell I'm playing is to just try and live long enough to play Knucklebones, or basically what usually would end up happening is I'd kind of get the game to a point where I've stalled out the board and I'm kind of ahead, or there's a board stall, and then I just try and slam Knucklebones. One of the tricks is to not play the Knucklebones immediately, just like keep drawing cards so you have some more stuff from your deck so you can live a little longer after the Knucklebones comes down. You don't really want to play it until your opponent's kind of out of cards and you're like, you know, the longer you wait to play it, the more likely you win. The downside of that is if you control the board too much, they might concede. And that's obviously basically a loss, because then you didn't get to play your Knucklebones at all. So the trick is to let your opponent think that they're still in it, and then that way you have enough time to play your Knucklebones before they concede. I died with Knucklebones in play, I won with Knucklebones in play, and I lived. I lived with Knucklebones in play. Let's just look at some of the other choices, since I guess this is deck tech. Baveloft, we've got Plunder, we've got Killer, we've got Imbue. It's everything we want, all wrapped up nicely into a 2-power package. Yours for the low cost of $2. Or, well, 2 primal. Jack. This card's nuts. I don't like this card, but it's really good. And it just wins games. That's all there is to say about that. We've kind of skewed our mana base, and like with the power of etchings, lol, pun intended, we're able to basically always have the sigils in hand to just deal 8 damage to our opponent's stuff for 4 power, and leave a really strong body behind, and replace itself. Cause balance. Moving along, Kenna's good. She'll just kill something and then die to removal usually, and that's just good enough. If she doesn't kill something and then die to removal, her ultimate's pretty cool. I only did it like once or twice in many games, but she was always pretty good value. Being a 4/5 means she doesn't die to Jack, which is actually relevant. And she'll block every broker, she'll just slam into brokers, so it's pretty cool. Speaking of broker, we're playing broker. Yes, I've brokered Knucklebones. Yes, I'll broker Knucklebones again. It's fun. You can also broker Helio or Savage Incursion, but then you run the risk of actually winning the game without Knucklebones, so be careful when you do that. Geminon, the double Helix. This is a 7/10. I don't know if you're reading these stats right, but that's a 7/10. There is nothing that wins combat on turn 5 like a frickin' Geminon does. There's no replacement. There's no Scorpion. There's no Tauruson. There's no Nissan. It's Geminon just coming in hot. I never once managed to trigger the Mastery. I've had opponents concede when Mastery was in play, and I think one of the games you'll see, actually, I might not have included it, but there was a game where it was actually correct for me to just suicide all of my Huntresses and Kennas into my opponent's like, my opponent had like a 30-30 in play, so I played Geminon, or I had my Geminon in play, and I just attacked into the big dude with like killer dudes. The big dude with killer dudes, yeah. I'm eloquent as fuck, don't even doubt it. But yeah, so keep that in mind. Her Mastery ability does exist, and it could win you a game. Linrise Stranger, 5 power, stun a thing, die to removal, pretty solid. If it doesn't die to removal, you probably just win the game with it. And that's pretty cool. Just watch out that they don't play a bunch of strangers and stun all your stuff. That's no bueno. We've got Permafrost. This is just really efficient primal removal, so we're playing it. Lightning Storm. Also really efficient primal removal. There's these jerks on the ladder playing all kinds of shrine decks. I don't know where they got that freaking idea, but man, are those shrine decks annoying. There's also Skycrag aggro. Skycrag aggro just dies to Lightning Storm and Rock Slide, so we're playing Lightning Storm and Rock Slide. Seer's pretty solid. Just kill something, and you can also throw it at the face. Turn to Siege, just one of the most iconic removal spells in the format. We are playing Lightning Storm, so we're actually able to play Turn to Seed and then not just die to the seeds, as I see happen so often. So definitely if you're going to play this card, have a way to kill the seeds, and we do. Wisdom of the Elders, 3 power, draw 2, can't complain. Our power base, kind of went over it already, but we get 1 Silex, and we get a Cobalt Waystone. We're kind of forcing as much primal as we can for Helio, so that's kind of what's going on. We still need enough fire to make Jek pretty happy, and we're playing all these etchings, so this deck will not get power screwed very often with how much power it's playing, and that's definitely a boon in its favor. And we're not even playing Diana, and I'm talking boons. So moving along, Market, Ice Bolt, just good removal. Blow up attachments, negate spells. Usually we're just blowing up attachments though, but if you ever counter a Channel the Tempest or a Soul's Rest, good for you. Savage Incursion, when this is 5 power, deal 3 damage, draw 3, it's great. When it's play 3 dragons and draw 3, it's even better. And when it's a Desperation, deal 3 damage, I mean, I know the struggle. Helio just draws cards, and Knucklebones is the best card in Eternal. So that's the deck.